more Gashapons. Who doesn't love these things, right? And in Zaku too. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video from Gunpla University, where we are not the teachers but students just like you. If this is your first time here and you're looking to take your Gundam model kits or your Gunpla to the next level, or you just love Gundam and other anime related figures and models, get started right now by hitting the subscribe button and don't forget to click the bell icon. So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Glad to have you guys all back here again. This is the second set of Gashapons we've been able to get our hands on. I'm super excited for these because these are actually the Zaku ones. And if you watch social media as far as Gunpla is concerned, the Zaku ones, people have done some amazing things with the Zaku ones. So I'm super excited for these. So we actually picked these up at a local hobby store, or I don't even know if you could call them a hobby store, more of like a bookstore. But we picked this up at a store called Second and Charles, and they had an absolutely massive bin of these things. So they were all about, I think about $2.50 a piece. And we kind of just went through and just grabbed as many of them as we could hold. So as you guys know, I really like SD Gundams, particularly for like paint testing and just trying out new things with paint. But these I kind of actually like even more than those because, you know, at least from Second and Charles, these were only $2 a piece, roughly. Whereas your average SD might cost about $8. And even these, you can paint these up and they can look absolutely amazing. So we were really excited to find these. So let's go ahead and jump into these and go ahead and snap these guys together. So here we go, guys. We've got our 3 Gashapon figures here. And unfortunately, there is no clear one like how we had with the Gundams, but that's all right. So just in case you're not familiar with Gashapon, these come from the Japanese vending machines that they have. And they have lots of different Gashapons. Obviously, the Gundam ones that we did previously, and these are also similar to that. But we picked these up at Second and Charles, and as you can see, they were $2.49, so not too bad. And we got these in 3 colors, Char Zaku, which is this one here, and then also green and black TriStar. And so let's go ahead and break into this green one, and I expect that the build will be very similar to that of our Gundam head build. So, all right, so here we are. We have all the plastic taken off, and you can see right here, it's got a really awesome Xeon symbol here. And kind of sort of just like how we had with the Gundam head, this base here kind of comes apart. And this eventually turns into the base that the head will sit on. And it's kind of cool how they kind of have like all of this kind of tucked up inside of itself. So as you can see, we drop down this main head here. And it's cool how they have Zaku there on the side. And this looks like it's all parts of the cord, or I never really know what to call these. But like the tubing or cord that goes around the sides of the face there. So we can see that's there, as well as the glass visors in there. So then we have our instructions here. And it's got the same overall feel as the Gundam, where everything kind of just folds out of this head in order to make it, as you can see here. But still very simple to put together, at least it seems from the instructions here. And nothing on the back, just like the last one. So the first thing it tells us to do is to take this piece down from the bottom. And as you can see, I'm kind of struggling with getting that out. So what's cool is like this whole thing is kind of self-contained and everything just kind of folds out of the main body. So as you can see, this rear piece folds out as well as this nose piece. And this nose piece just kind of clips into the front there. And this rear piece just kind of snugly fits in the back there. And I'll just push that together a little bit, came apart. And here we have like the little tube sections that go on the side of the face. And they're kind of broken out into pieces. And what these do, it comes in 3 pieces per side. And you just have to kind of clip these in one into each other. You can't mess this up because the way that it's designed is it can only go one direction. So that's good at least. So now I had a little issue with this. It was kind of a pain to put this together. But the centerpiece that came out from the bottom that holds the eye, we have to clip this into the centerpiece that's on top. And this kind of moves around a little bit inside of that head. So this kind of gave me a little bit of trouble, but eventually I was able to get it in there. So finally I figured out how to get this thing pretty much snapped in there. And as you can see, it's pretty snug in there now. But that definitely took a little finagling to figure that out. So next, this shield here, or the see-through clear piece, just pops into the top of this head. So we just snap that in there. And I felt like this didn't really fit in there that snug, as snug as I would have liked. But you can put a little super glue on those connections, and I'm sure that'll keep that on there. And with the clear piece attached, the entire upper piece of this head just kind of slides into this groove here in the back. And one of the really cool gimmicks about this is that with this dial here, the eye can actually move back and forth. And just kind of on accident, I discovered that the front part of this nose could actually come off. Just touching it and kind of feeling around, trying to see how everything moves. But by taking that off, it does expose this nice little chrome section. So with all that put together, we can finally throw the tubing in there. And those just kind of slide in there, no issues there. And now it's really starting to look like an actual Zaku head. And last but not least, we just have to plug it into this base here. And unfortunately on the Zaku as well, the emblem, the Xeon emblem, that section doesn't get used. I kind of wish that they found a way to incorporate that section, because it's such a waste to have such a nice emblem and then not be able to use it. Same thing for the Gundam ones, but maybe in like future releases they'll figure out a way to keep that emblem in there. And there's that movement of the eye, which I think is really cool, how that shifts around, and it's got a nice little pink background on it too, so it kind of looks like it's glowing. Not too shabby, I think. I just kind of pushed mine off to the side. I think it looks cool. If he looks like he's just kind of, if the eye is just kind of off canted just a little bit, he's just kind of looking off to the left there. And as you can see there, this half of the nose actually pops off, but it's really cool how if you just open it up here, you can actually see where they've done some really nice detailing in here, where you can see the inside of like what we can assume would be the inside of the tubing. And I really think that was a really nice touch. So that's pretty much it for the build, and that's the green Zaku head. So I'll quickly go ahead and pop together the rest of them, and we'll take a look at them side by side. And so here we go, guys. We got them all finished up here, and they're looking absolutely great. See, we've got the Char Zaku one here with his V fin, so that one's looking really, really good. Then we've got the green one, and last but not least, we also have this black Tri-Star one, which I at first wasn't even sure what this was, and then it kind of just dawned on me. Oh, of course, yeah, the black Tri-Star. Specifically because of the 3 Tri-Stars on the side of his head. So at first it didn't really click what the blue one was for. But there you have it, that's what the blue one is. And yeah, they all look absolutely fantastic, I think. And I gotta say, just like we saw with the Gundam heads, there's actually some pretty good detailing and panel lining already done on these heads. So if you were to go through and paint these and fix them up, you could probably do some really nice panel lining on them. And of course, I mean, I've seen some photos online of people doing some absolutely amazing things with these. So yeah, guys, there you have it. There are your Gashapon. One of these days I'm gonna figure out how to say it properly. But there are your Zaku heads. I think they look absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to take a couple of these and start painting them up, see what kind of cool things I can do with them. Definitely probably switch to these as my paint testers for a little while I have some on hand. But yeah, I'm really excited to get into these. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Stay tuned to see what I do with these Zaku heads here. I'm sure we're going to come up with something really cool for them. And make sure you guys subscribe, click the bell icon, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.